Hello guys, welcome back to the podcast. Right now we're recording on the same day that I'm supposed to be uploading because I'm an incompetent retard. And honestly, I have no idea what to do for this episode. Considering the fact it's probably the last podcast of this month, which is June. I would have, talked more about, men's mental health and such, but honestly, what is there to cover after what I did, like with everything and such? So, yeah, I generally have no idea what I want to do. I mean, I could go off with, with with just bullshitting this and such, but, I genuinely don't know, what to say or what to do. So for hold on a minute. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I think after a minute of stumbling and all that shit, I could probably go ahead and figure out what I want to talk about, which is I want to go ahead and say I want to talk about the future podcast episodes and such. But honestly, most of these podcasts are unable to follow a specific plan or such because when I eventually get to those plans, I'll go ahead and sidetrack. So actually, hold on, man. Let me go ahead and see if I have any plans because I used to have a list. Let me see. Bathroom stories. That has to be with someone. It can't be about me, like right now. Weed story and nothing much to talk about. No. Actually, let's go ahead and actually talk about a little bit more about my mental problems. More specifically, the shitty relationships I've been trying to get into or have been in. I'm not going to say times nor whatsoever, but I think some people would know what I'm talking about. So, I first off want to go ahead and jump into what the fuck is that? Sorry, I got distracted by something else. I want to go ahead and jump into this year and how fucking shit it was for me, relationship wise so far. Now I've been trying to get into an actual decent relationship with people who like me, have something in common, relative interests, yada yada. And some of them did have a bright future. And I'm not gonna go ahead and say that, oh, I'm not the problem, everyone else is a problem. Yeah, I did some, red flags things, and such. Because after all, I'm not a perfect human, and to each their own, have their own taste. I'm just looking from the perspective of both groups. I do want to say that, honestly, most of these problems really are unexplainable. Well, some of them are, but still, besides the point. And I would like to go to the one that's really been bothering me for a while and really just left me in a very bad mindset for a while. I'm still trying to recover. I thought I did, but apparently not. And it's the one that the one that I actually had a lot of hope in. And I know it's foolish, saying that you have a lot of hope for something that didn't even start, or it's so fucking weird because girls, and I'm not gonna go ahead and say all girls are bad, but some girls really just ghost or block you out of the blue, and it really pisses me off. Because I don't have time for this shit. Either you like me or you don't like me, and you tell me straight up ahead, listen, I don't think this is gonna work out. I'd rather accept that over the fact of you just going ahead and ghosting me. I'd rather get heartbroken than being heartbroken and questioning what the fuck happened between us. And that, sadly, I've been a victim to that already. And it's not going well for me. It really is, and it's fucking painful. Because she did a lot of things, and I'm not going to say names again, but she did a lot of things that you would, she put herself in risk at something, and she told me, and she gave me a signal, like, hey, I trust you with these photos, in quotation marks, and videos, in quotation marks, that I trust you enough to not go ahead and show those videos or spread those videos or those images. And I mean, a lot of them did have her face on it, or like her body, and you could have added 2 plus 2 together and figure out it was her. And I'm a word of my man. I'm never going to share those photos online, nor am I going to go ahead and use them against you, unless. No, but like, jokes aside, I would never use those photos against you or anyone else. But there was a lot of potential. We had a lot of similarities. We had a lot of, same taste in art, video games, clothing. A woman especially, she was bisexual, but, it really hurts when she just goes ahead and drops you out of the blue, because I'm not sure she felt like it. Then again, it's my fault completely. I should have, picked up on the red flags, especially since those videos and photos that she sent me were already made beforehand. And honestly, I probably should have picked on that up earlier, but then again, I was like, okay, so what? Maybe she wants to take some photos to make herself look better. I don't blame her, but still. But then there was another red flag concerning the fact that she lied about what school she went to. Actually, no, she just said she lived in Midwood. So I should have not, went ahead and assumed what school she went to. Probably still I would have assumed it was Midwood, and I'm not sure. But nonetheless, another red flag is that she said her entire friend group, I remember her saying this, her entire friend group is very, they're like sexual deviants, like succubus, and she's still a virgin. Now, personally, I would have not mind, losing my first time to her, because I don't think girls understand this, or guys, if you're fucking gay or something. I mean, I think even guys don't understand this, but let's just say, for example, somewhat hetero cis guys, I don't fucking know. Today's fucking wording and standards are so fucking weird. But I'm not sure if it's, heavy on me, but most people, or men or guys, really plan out ahead, if this is going to work or not. Some of us do, some of us don't. I'm not saying that's true for every guy, but for at least the majority of guys. But honestly, even then, I wasn't even interested sexually. I could have gave a fuck less if she wanted to have sex on her first date or not. Actually, I would have cared, because that would have been an extremely red flag. Having sex on first time you hook up, it's not by me, because honestly, I want to build genuine, relationships. Fuck all that, head on the first night, sex on the second, fucking wifing up on the third, or whatever the fuck the song went like. But no, still, I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather, start off slow, it sounds corny, but, a little bit of hand-holding, kissing, all that shit. Even then, I think kissing is a little bit too far-fetched on the first date. Unless, it's been a while, or, if she really wants to. I would have not mind making out on the first date or kissing on the first date, but it's something I don't rock with. As for sex and, all that thing, I think that comes later down in the relationship once you guys build enough trust. Or if you, actually like each other, because I'm not sure if I'm either like high standards or this is normal shit. Like I said, I haven't been in a relationship for a while, and this year I just decided to go ahead and, say fuck it, let me get into 2 of them. Let's see how that works out, which, spoilers alert, worked out fucking terrible. And yeah, it's a messy thing. I mean, did I give up on her? Sort of not, sort of yes, I don't know. I've been in very, very depressive, like jealous mood, if I'm gonna keep it a $150 with the boys. And I know I shouldn't be like that. I know I'm better than that, but it's just something about her that fucking drives me off the wall. And honestly, I really am sad that it turned out to be just only the fact that she wanted to play me. I mean, hopefully she just didn't want to play me, but I mean, alright, fine, she did play me. And honestly, as much as, I want to rip her fucking guts out and shit like that, I'm in Minecraft, of course, not in real life, God forbid, I still want her, which is kind of fucked up. I'm not sure if it's either the affection, the physical looks, or the conversations that we have. Probably a little bit of 3 all combined together. I mean, she was good looking, to me at least. Like, she had everything that I looked for. Not even like body type, just face wise. She looked good. Like, she was definitely wife material. At any given moment, she could have definitely been a wife material. Doesn't help the fact she's half Dominican, half Asian. Like, 2 of the best, races combined together. Or, no, wait, that makes me sound fucking racist. Shit, I can't even compliment racists nowadays, because then it'll be like, oh, he's fucking cherry picking racist and all that shit. Yeah, fucking, no. No, she generally looked good. And then, 2 weeks passed. I think it was somewhere in June, or late May. No, wait, it was in June. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and talk. And I just said to one of my friends that I known from another friend. It was a mutual friend. I was like, hey, I like your girl. I like one of your girls that you talk to. Just slide me her fucking Insta real quick. I think she's cute and all that shit. And it started off well. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I established what I was looking for, something, with feelings, all that. I asserted my dominance, feelings, such. And I gave her one rule, and this rule would be important. But, like, listen, I'm only comfortable if you're comfortable. Now, I'm not sure what's wrong with people when they hear that line, but what I mean is, if you feel uncomfortable, fucking tell me. Communication is key in every single relationship. That doesn't matter if it's a work, romantical, or friendship. Communication is key. Because if you 2 or you 5, if it's a friend group, or like if the entire workplace is not, putting their fucking heads together and talking about, oh, alright, maybe we should move this way, maybe we should move that way, you're gonna fucking end up bringing it down, or, you're gonna get replaced, or, it's communication is key. And that's what I told her. If you don't like something that I do, stop me immediately. Or even better yet, tell me so I don't repeat it. Looking back, I did change a lot from my past relationships and from my past experiences, just like from last year alone. Like, there's a huge change in what I'm looking for, how I feel, how I act. And honestly, I'm happy for that development, but that development is leading me absolutely nowhere. Sure, I changed for the better, but that better is not showing me any effects. So I think I might just have to go ahead and either come fuck off, asexual, not even talk to people, get no bitches, or just stop trying in general. But knowing me, I'm probably not going to stop until one of these motherfuckers are going to end up in my suicide note. But anyway, back to the story, and, I say that specifically, and, I would say I went over the line. I got extremely too much comfortable, but then I told her, if I'm not comfortable, if you're not comfortable, then I'm not comfortable, and if I'm not comfortable, you're not comfortable. It's a two-way thing, communication. It's not just me only, trying to get something out of her. And, I'm happily I found out before that she was actually interested into a different, person and guy, and then I was like, oh, okay, you're just gonna go ahead and fucking leave me. Okay, nice, yeah, fucking thanks. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first time we met up with her and my friend, actually, my friend, it was okay, I did nothing wrong. I bought her a drink, in Arizona. I gave her a hug when we left, shook hands, talked a bit. It wasn't awkward. It was nice. But, however, apparently I did something wrong. I said something wrong, and then it ends up being my fault again and again and again, because I don't know how to talk to people, apparently. Despite the fact it's probably way better than what it was last year, which means I need more room for improvement and yada yada yada. No, just fucking stop. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna open up a fucking girlfriend application right under the fucking video. I'm gonna put it in my fucking Instagram too. I'm gonna be like, hey, if you're interested, if you're female, preferably female, and preferably alive, and, within my age range, which is anything below 17. Actually, no way, that makes you sound like a pedophile. Below the age of 18, because I'm only 17. 1 year gap distance. Preferably from after 05. No, wait, before 05. Fuck. Motherfucker, they're gonna put me right next to R. Kelly. Can't have that shit. I don't want to be right next to that motherfucker. 30 years in prison, goddamn. No, but still, I'm being serious. I'm gonna go ahead, put out a fucking application. I might as well make it a little bit personalized, to see if you follow within my taste, if we fit, that is. It's not taste as in, body type, but, and interests. I will deadass fucking go ahead, fucking make an entire, application, and fucking post and, share the results. Is it gonna work out? No. Why? Because I have 30 viewers and most of my followers, well, actually, I'm not gonna pull up the statistics right now because it's on my phone, but I can guarantee you it's at least 80% male followers. Is that a good thing? Yeah, more relatable content. Is it a bad thing that I at least have 20% female following? No, because most of them are my friends, and my page is somewhat small for now. So yeah, it's all expected. It's all equally balanced out, all within cause. But as I was saying, honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing wrong at this point. It's probably not even my fault that, these girls leave me out of nowhere, block me out of nowhere. Because, she just blocked me out of nowhere, for no reason. She read my messages, and I was like, yo, babe, you fucking, you're gonna visit me or what? What time? I thought we agreed on this specific time. And then, right as I was getting out of school 2 hours before the date, I was excited, I especially, and it was probably my first mistake. I was like, you know what, Tuesday, you got nothing to do. Let's go ahead and meet up. I swear to God, I'm not going to stab you. I'm not going to be that. Maybe it was my first mistake of saying that she can come to my area. Because I feel like that's what, gave her a red flag, being like, this motherfucker's going to murder me. This motherfucker's really going to murder me. And don't get me wrong, I would never hurt a fly unless it's in self-defense. And honestly, I'm just a fucking BFG. A big fucking BFFG, a big fucking friendly giant, because just walk calmly with a big stick. That's a good mode to follow by. Always be strapped, but don't use it for evil. Use it for self-defense, for yourself especially, and only for yourself. Put yourself first in place, then go ahead and put those around you. Because as much as you want to save other people, it's best important to save yourself. Now, I'm not going to go ahead full Sigma grind set on you and say, oh, fucking defend yourself and yourself only. Other people around you are replaceable. No, I'm not going to say that. It is kind of funny, like, go ahead and fucking put that in a caption with, like, the fucking, like, with the photos of Thanos in a suit and, like, rings instead of his Infinity Gauntlet with, like, all the gems, with all the Infinity Stones, and then him just, like, getting his suit ready, and then just put it in, like, whatever text they use for, like, the Sigma grind set or just Sigma things. Just go ahead and slap it on top of their fucking always defend yourself. The people around you or the people that die are always replaceable. And I am bleeding from my leg. Oh God, oh good Lord. I'll be fine. I think this is the first time ever on this podcast, actually no, second time, someone got hurt during set. That doesn't mean we're just bad people. That means that we're just fucking idiots. First time being me getting absolutely anal fucked by the cameraman in one of our episodes. Well, not cameraman, but like Solaris, yeah, him. A swell fucking guy. Love him. But yeah. I mean, I also want to talk. I mean, we have 8 minutes left. I think I can go ahead and squeeze in another one that probably has changed the way I act in life, and without her, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So, I'm not sure if she's going to listen to this. I mean, I hope not, but if she ever gets to this point, then she knows who she is. I just want to say I'm so fucking sorry for acting the way that I did for 2 years, and I feel bad about it. Like, generally, like, it took me a while to realize that, in a matter of fact, you're not in the wrong. I am for, acting so fucking obnoxious, mean, immature to you. I didn't know better, and I didn't have a general grasp of the concept of love. Sure, you liked me at one point, but I was extremely over-obsessive, and I was probably a little bit fucked in the head. Still am, but back then I could have been medically diagnosed being fucked in the head. And honestly, I would say I've been surprised. Now I'm quite, aware of it. I'm just living life how God intended it to be. Hopefully not sober throughout the entire thing, but still. And if you ever do watch this podcast and you somehow find this from this specific episode, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever within 30 years or maybe not 30 years, like 30 episodes ahead, or maybe even today. I'm not sure because I'm unable to see, who follows this and such. Like, names specifically and all that, because, Google has at least some privacy. Keywords, some. But if you're watching this, which I think you probably are not watching this since you don't interact with my account anymore. But I still, try to talk to you sometimes. You changed a lot the way I view life, and I just want to say thank you for making me a better person. I mean, I still have the same taste in women. It didn't change, and same taste in men too, but still. Yeah, I just want to say thanks. And as a good host, I know this is a good time to wrap up the Podcast. It's been, again, your one and only American Lightbulb, and I have to edit this video within 1 hour and then upload it again. Upload it so I can, keep in track of the schedule. Yippee! Anyway, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully with an amazing story of what I did over July 4th, because I know this shit's gonna be a movie, unironically. Adios.